Hey everyone, I'm not sure if this phone's gonna cut out or something because I have a 1 GB SD card, man. Don't think it's gonna be able to take much. So let's see if we can get this done without it cutting out. So, I'm building a team around this little pants here. Crunch, Grass Knot, Double Team, Flame Charge. If you're wondering, this is a weird ass set. Yes, I know. It's one of my own personal ones that I used in game back in Gen 5, and I used the pants here today against my friend in the league. I didn't tell him I was bringing. He bring a water type, which it got me down to 1 HP. It was a Blastoise, yes. After that, I used Double Team, and then I used Grass Knot, which did a clean 50% to that Blastoise. And someone's outside doing something. And, yeah, so, like, I did Grass Knot again, and, it worked out well. I'm lying. I didn't really use it. I used it in competitive play. It did well. I went up against I'm actually telling the truth here. I actually went up against a, fucking Delphox. Or is it that? I'm not sure. Went up against the Delphox, used Crunch, got his defense drop, went for Flame Charge, got speed up, went for Crunch again, went for Double Team, and then he just kept missing. His Garchomp kept missing. So I just went for Crunch again, but then I died to the obvious Dragon Rush at 32 HP. So this is a bit of team builder. Well, in my opinion, I guess it could be considered something else, but, I'm trying to build a team around this Pansear. So let's move to the bottom. So here's the bottom with all the Pokemon that I have in competitive use. Team Rock 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 is empty. And I have no space to move. I'm sorry. Poor quality phone and shit. But anyways, I've been thinking, what could I use to help this Pansear live longer? So that I can actually come out and do something instead of just being useless deadlight on my team. Well, for starters, I've been thinking I might want someone to, set up hazards and then be able to switch out profusely. So, as looking through here, there's a bunch of offensive and defensive threats. So, it's pretty decent, I guess. Looking in here, I'm not saying I didn't do this. I'm just thinking about this right now. I'm serious. So, one of the setups I have is a Ferrothorn right there. This thing right there. It has Cursed Ironhead, Power Whip, and Leech Seed, but Leech Seed may not be the thing I'm looking for, because it seems like you can just switch out and cancel out the Leech Seed. So, not the thing I'm looking for. My Sableye, that could just come in and burn anything, making my survivability rate a lot higher, but with physical attackers. With special attackers, I'm not sure about that. But it's pretty viable, it's pretty good, so, yeah. Get my arm. Let me just arm there for a second. Mewtwo, I don't know why the hell that's in. That's for fucking movers. That's when I do use it. Let's go over here. There is only one real little. Here's Charmeco, which has Reflect, Light Screen, which has Sunny Day, which I guess is. I used it for my Solar Power Charizard when I didn't use Megas, and, yeah, this is also good for my, well, that's if my Pansear took damage the first turn, and I had to switch it out to set the screens, the Sunny Day, and then lastly the Wish. But, it's good, but not something I use here. Battery, notice. Okay. Hold on for a second. You found my charger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Will this turn this way if I do it? It's still upside down. Yeah. Okay, so let's hope this reaches. I'm hoping this reaches. Okay. Let me pull this up here. Move all these cords. I'm sorry. Ah, there. Now it'll reach. I'm sorry about that. If you saw my room, it's kind of messy. We're just now cleaning stuff out. Turn this up. Why is my finger? This is so terrible. But, yeah, like, it's something I would use, but not something I would want to use with the, Panty, so that's out. Obviously, I'm not going to use a rain setupper. I could use Shedinja, because, well, with a lot of things that's coming in now, like dark types and whatnot, So soon just obviously out of the question. So last but not least, I should have known this, obviously, by Fortress. Target Spikes, Stealth Rocks with Spikes, and Volt Switch. It has pretty good defenses. It's a bug steel type, meaning it resists a lot of things except Dark and Ghost. No longer resists those. So I guess I could use it as a setupper. Obvious thing would be to get leftovers. So, yeah. So now I am going, let's go back to box 1. I should really just learn to alternate my hands, because I'm a fucking idiot. I know it's not super professional full screen shit, but guess what? I am broke. I don't have the money for super duper capture recording software. My computer is a piece of garbage. Surprised it can handle Q-Roll, right? It's a piece of garbage. It's HP Kelvin TouchSmart 14 Sleep, but only 32-bit. The 15 that a lot of other people were standing in line for at Black Friday, it's obviously better. Probably should have stood in line for that. So I also would like something that's like, decently offensive. So obviously y'all see the Terrakion down here. Y'all thinking, yeah, but wrong. It's a defensive Terrakion. Sword Dance, Stone Edge, or Retaliate. Well, yeah, it's good. It's still decent enough attack. But the defenses are decent, so it's more of a defensive one than, super offensive with choice band and whatnot. Why do you have that? Like that? Well, I want to do like that. It's mine. As you see, we have a T-Tar here, which could help, obviously set up the sand and makes the fortress a lot more bulky, also giving him some decent bulk. But the problem is, the sand would also be doing residual damage to my Panzer. I can't get leftovers, or else it's just going to die to one hit from anything. So, you obviously, if you want to use a violet Pokemon, you want to bring things that can take out the counters to it. Like in that battle, he had a barrel, which fucking wrecked. Like, damn, I thought that thing was like muscle banded or choice banded. I didn't see leftovers on it, so. But Tyranitar is out. Could go with my 4 IV, which is attack, defense, special defense, and speed. No HP or special attack. Infernape, which has Flame Charge, Return, Power Punch, and Thunder Punch. But I would also rather be having it with a choice band to increase one of these moves' power. Obviously, Power Up Punch would be the better candidate, but I also like Flame Charge because I can still get the speed boost and still keep a good damage roll on anything he brings in, except it's something with Flash Fire. So, I guess Infernape would be a good candidate, except it's another fire type, meaning my team would have a huge weakness to water, but barring the fact that it has Thunder Punch, and it's pretty damn fast, I could use Infernape, but it's unreasonably frail and I cannot use a Violet, so Infernape is out of the question. Alright. So, going back down, you see a Wobbuffet, and you see that on top. Actually, you see 2. I have a good bit of them. It's weird. So here's this one. It's Impish Technician with leftovers. Rock Punch, Aerials, Bulk Up, and Fake Out. Now, this is a really good candidate for the team. Because, 1, it has a good priority move with a good ability. It has defenses in both, which is special defense and physical defense maxed out. It has Fake Out, so it can stop and, do whatever to stop moves in an instant. And Aerial Ace, it's a neutral hitting move, because flying hits neutral against everything except rock. Except rock type, actually. Just rock types, I think. So, this one's obvious. And there's leftovers. I was wondering where another pair of my leftovers went. And this is where it went. Man, I should really look in these boxes. There's a bunch of Pokemon in here. So, let's move you there. Now, obviously, you can't get status, right? You want a Healer in the same box. It's Miltank. It's a bulky Miltank. What the hell? Why did I click that? No. It's another Hitmonchan. There's 3 in this box. Damn. This is one of my Miltanks. Defense 309, max defense, max special defense. Still pretty fast with all that. It's careful with Fake Fat, Body Slam, Heal, Milk Trick, and Thunder Wave. Meaning I can come in and paralyze you, make you slower, so my appearance here can come in and do something. Either lower your defense or start boosting its speed up with Flame Charge, or just start setting up double teams for you to miss and need to actually be able to do something. So, and with Heal Bell, anyone that gets status, it can just heal off the, heal off the damage. So, Miltank's an obvious candidate for the team. Let's bring her over. Sometimes this box I actually want to use. Oh, I'll probably come back. I'm not sure. Let's go to box technical number 1. Now you see a Meganium. Meganium's also good. Like, say I lose Miltank. Meganium can come in and do whatever. But the problem is, I mean, Meganium, I'm a good Pokemon. I have like base 100 and everything, I think. What's that legendary Pokemon? But, you know, yeah, 299, 328 is obviously a calm Overgrow one. It has Aromatherapy, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, and Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail for the switching, but if you Leech Seed a Pokemon, would you really want a Dragon Tail? I mean, if you're like really good with predictions, which I am mediocre with predictions, once I see your team like for almost a full time, that's if I read over your team in my head and speak to myself for the full time that is at hand, then yeah, it's a good Pokemon because you know you switch and get what's gonna come in. But you also have the Aromatherapy, which like Miltank here, which like the Miltank right there, heals your team and itself. So it's obviously a good candidate. But the problem is, I don't feel like risking it. It's a grass type, but it's going to kill it. You know, I know for Miltank, the only thing that can come and actually kill it is a fighting type, which you rarely see them, but you see a lot of fighting moves on most Pokemon that you would normally see them on, so you could obviously predict them. And it's weak to fire and ice, whereas Miltank is not with their thick stat ability, so there's a bunch of things Miltank can do better than Meganium, like still paralyze you with the body slam, and if it doesn't get the paralysis, just have a good stab normal move and Thunder Wave. So, yeah. Another candidate I thought for this team would be my Heat Proof. Why is that? I should just go over. My Bold Heat Proof Bronze. I'm wrong with it. Why do you have Heat Proof on a Bronze on 11 hits? Obviously the better option. Well, now I can't change that anymore. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. But Iron Defense, Calm Mind, Earthquake, and Flash Cannon is pretty good. It has decent attack, 192 in each. Earthquake can obviously take out other opposing steel types, rock types. It can take out ground types. But I can also take out rock types with the Flash Cannon and fairy moves. I can take out fairies, which do hinder my Hitmontop from coming in and really doing anything else. I know it seems big for our pants here, but Hitmontop can also come in as my offensive check. But problem is, this one doesn't have Levitate. I really don't think you should breed these. These are Gen-din. These are things you should not breed. So I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna actually just go on GTS and see if I can get in a Bronzong. If not, I fucked myself over on using Bronzong as a candidate. But I already have a Steel type, so I really don't want to, have a Dual type. Even though I had a team with a Tangrowth and an Umbreon on it, and a Sableye, that's a story for another day. Okay, so obviously you see the red man himself over here, the Darmanitan. And we're wondering, why don't you just British belly drumming menace into your team? Well, as I said before, I'm not that fond of having two of the same type because it's usually bad because then your team will be like really weak to this and you have no checks to the water. Then you really water, ground, or rock. Then you really don't have anything. I have a check to the rock, which is my Hitmontop, but I don't have not a possible. It's just kind of sort of check with the setup and the Volt Switch from my for the water with my Fortress. But Durantine, it's kind of out because, can't really risk it. It's frail. It's not as frail as my Pansear, will obviously fully evolve, but it doesn't have way as much defense. Pansear technically has 246 and 221, and it's not really worth it, if you ask me, because one Belly Drum will cut my HP in half at the taunt, but then you would only be able to attack me, which is bad. I mean, if you went for a setup, I couldn't do anything. Basically, if you have a priority move, you could attack me the next turn and get some damage off of me. I probably would be able to kill you with, like, Life Orb, Belly Drum, Flare Blitz, or Headbutt. But it's decent. If I wasn't using Pansear, it would obviously be on the team if I wasn't using Pansear. But I'd have to reconfigure the whole thing, so... the Water Powers himself, the Azumarill. Why is it Billy Joe? Billy Joe, get out of here. What the fuck? I switched him. I did not know if I switched him. My Shiny Azumarill, I'm a huge power. I think it's max attack. It's max attack, max something else. Uh, yeah, and having a huge power, Aquajet superpower belly jar and play rough. I have to go in the game and get play rough myself because the other three are Gen 5 related. This is obviously good powerhouse. It can come in and clean up. It's a water fairy, but its weakness is grass, electric, poison, steel. It has four weaknesses and it has four things I do not want. But as you see from my team, my weakness is fire, which I can come in and check the fire with my obvious with my Miltank or Panseer. The flying type is weak and obvious, but I could come in with Fortress or Miltank, or Panseer for that matter. Come in with either one of those three and check the flying type word. Crunch from Panseer, Bicep from Miltank, or just Thunder Waving it, and the obvious Volt switch after my everything is set up. And then, fighting weakness is obvious, which is why I have, which is why I usually carry, Aerial Ace on Miltank. If people forgot Miltank on Aerial Ace, stuff in Dope Trio for some reason. Just have that on him, it'll all be really good. So you can, come in and counter it with the Aerial Ace and some bulk up, the Technician Boost, if the fire type is gone. Nothing really too good in here. I have my Jump Bluff. It is a timid max speed, max HP, or max speed, max special defense. We'll see. This one's Jolly, Chlorophyll, Giga Drain, Sleep Powder, U-Turn, and Elite Seed. So say you have a fire type on this team that's actually really good, like, Mega Charizard Y or X. If they have a Charizard on their team, you obviously know it's probably X or Y. If it's an X, I'm bad luck. If it's a Y, I'm lucky because I do off a Sleep Powder, Elite Seed, U-Turn, come on into my Panseer. You'll also get HP back from taking damage, and I could just start setting up double teams and crunches and whatnot. It would be amazing. That could happen. So, as a Elite Seed setupper, and it being really, really fast, Jump Puff's gonna be moved to the team. I know what y'all think. Jump Puff's frail. Why have it? Well, one thing, as you see, Sweet Powder, U-Turn, Leech Seed, and Giga Drain, it can get some HP back, and then just take HP with the Sweet Powder, U-Turn, and Leech Seed combo. Actually, just go for Sweet Powder first, then Leech Seed, then U-Turn. Add to whatever you want. With first turn Sleep, second turn for Leech Seed, technical third turn for U-Turn, but you'll still have Leech Seed on you, which is when I can switch into my fucking Panseer. I should remember, he's OP. I got one more member, which thought about this. After saying Umbreon, something clicked in my head. Umbreon's Wish Passer. Like the one I have is a Vagrant Wish Passer. Let's see here, I have a Deoxys. You know what y'all thinking? Deoxys attack? Why? I mean, you should have it, So even you have Life Orb. You have Life Orb on it. Oh my god. You should use that. You clear up teams. This is more about, me being able to utilize one Pokemon with the Violet. And obviously, they're going to be able to utilize it if I just go in and start cleaning up shit with Power Up Punch and Poison Jab all over the place. And I fully offensive Darkness attack. Are you kidding me? No. And then there's also something else. You see the Pandora I talked about with Parting Shot, which could weaken the attacker and make it so that my guy takes less damage. But here's the thing, alright, I have a Fighting type, and then I have a Dark type. But it's Iron Fist, Color Punch, Bulk Up, Power Punch. You really should just watch out for this thing. It's amazing. But as I said before, the Umbreon. Curse, Playback, and Mush Protect. Terrible thing around stays me, but if you're the same type, he wants to affect you, but you toxic me. Toxic me bad. Unless it's a Scizor, then you can't really do much about that. So basically, it's obvious that it's going to be a Wish Passer, but here's the thing, it's Dark type, weak to Fairy, which is when my Togekiss comes in. It's also a Wish Passer, can do nasty plot setup, it can take out some threats, not take out others, and it's Timid Serene Grace. It's a good Wish Passer. It's a really decent Wish Passer, and it makes it so that Dragon won't be affecting my team. So, or Fire types for that matter. So, there you go. It's a good team, in my opinion, to have with a Violet Panseer. That's if you Like make it kind of like more so in special defense and like put some in defense, put a little bit in HP, and then like you have the drinks, the vitamin drinks and whatnot. Put them in like make like just make it out in attack. Put the rest in defense and the speed and the HP if you can until that says nothing else can really be done. And then the rest in the special defense till that point nothing else can be really done. Then you have actually a pretty decent Violet using Panther that can hit decently hard and still take hits because of the team around it. And so let's go over what this team does and how it will be used. Now I can't really test battle with anyone, but as you see, here's what I mean by that. My Panseer, obviously it's more of a special defensive guy, which is why special defense is so high. And Fortress, well, obviously, it's the special defense, HP, max defense, a bit in special defense. We'll take max, congrats, I guess. But I'm going to take this max defense, max special defense, with a little bit in attack and a little bit in HP. This jump off. Why the hell? Jump off, get back here. Jump off is max HP, max speed. Okay, that was right one point. And the token kid is max special attack, max speed. And then last but not least, the Hitmontop is max defense, max defense, max special defense. Go back to my main boy, Panseer. Panseer. And so, X Pokemon. The lighting still sucks ass. Well, it evens it out, I guess. Okay, so, as you see all of this is for the Panseer. If I'm wondering, Crunch can come in, like, lower the defense. It's a base 80 move, which is really good. Flame Charges come in, raising speed. Also doing, decent damage because of the defense drop, if possible. And Grass Knot's just for the water types that are really heavy. Double teams to make it show I can live longer and, be happy. Fortress, obviously, Toxic Spike setupper. Fortress obviously the setup guy. Sturdy and whatnot. The relaxed nature. Skill taking hits. If I would show you a Panseer. He's a brave, he's a bold nature, but it's finicky. Setup guy. Hitmontop. Ah, fuck. Okay, so, he's impish, and he's whip sounds, meaning he's got defense and speed. And as you see the stats, and the moves, Mach Punch, I just got them all before. No Tank, obviously, as I stated. Jump Off, you see the moves, you see the stats. As I stated, Jolly, and Cable taking hits, meaning he's got some good defense. And as you see, Togekiss it's kind of like your standard Togekiss. Stuff like that. Max special attack, max speed. And, Timmy and Cable taking hits, meaning it can take some hits and push them out too. And that's fun. So this is the team. I'm not saying that you can do your own team if you have, like, one of the monkeys, but, like, if you have a Panseer, I suggest this team because it can cover it really well. And, yeah, someone is doing something. I hate him. Sometimes I love him, sometimes I hate him, but, he's barking. And, this is like the team you possibly want to use a Panseer if you're having a Violet one. And if you are able to get max defense, max special defense with this one and Violet him, kudos to you. That's a really good option. That's a real good option. But, after that, I guess this is the team I'd be using for, like, if I wanted to use Panseer, which I actually am. So I'm going to test the team out later, get back to you with a Wi-Fi battle on that. See if it did well, see if Panseer can actually put in a little bit of work. I'm not expecting the Violet Panseer to put in a lot of work, like, super work, like sweeping a team or taking out half your team with just a Panseer. But I'm expecting him to put in a little bit of work to the point where they actually help everyone else out. Panseer kind of offers you to be like kind of offensive support. Kind of offensive support, but also there, just because I need to sack something. So Panseer is kind of there for residual options. Like, running out of options, I don't have anything effective, and I just have Panseer left, I'll use it. Or, I'll lead off with it to kind of fake it out, see what he's going to do, and put up the double switch into whatever else he has. So that's obviously really good on my part, I guess. If I do that and it comes down to that, I will. So I suggest people, use Team and, things get shot. And, I'm suggesting you use a Team. I think it's going to do really good, but don't use it until I actually use it for myself and find out. Then I'll get back to you with that. So this is Swamper TV, and out with Team Builder video number 1.